a piece of shit, Papoose. You really are. You have turned into a piece of shit. This right here, the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, has turned you into somebody else. If that was my friend, I would be like,
she just and put my number out on her page that got 10 million followers. She did that. Putting everybody in our business, letting them know that me and Pap was together.
You just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Well, why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of your percentage because you're a man?
Only days after Claressa Shields openly discussed her desire to start a family with Papoose, her world appeared to flip upside down. During the interview, she sounded optimistic and full of anticipation. She spoke about having children next year, building a future together, and finding a way to balance motherhood with her demanding boxing career. At that moment, she seemed self-assured, secure, and deeply in love. Many people believed she had finally discovered peace in both her personal life and professional path. But that feeling did not endure for long. Almost immediately, reports began surfacing that Papoose had been unfaithful to her. The timing made the situation even more painful. What should have been a beautiful chapter filled with dreams and planning quickly transformed into public humiliation. Claressa went from discussing baby plans to facing rumors that undermined the very foundation of her relationship. The emotional whiplash was sudden and harsh. Claressa did not remain silent. She took her feelings to social media, expressing frustration, hurt, and disbelief. Her words reflected genuine pain, not merely anger. Some people felt sympathy for her, recognizing how devastating betrayal can be. Others, however, were far less compassionate. Many pointed out a phrase that has been repeated for generations: "You lose them the same way you get them." In this case, that saying carried significant weight. Papoose had begun his relationship with Claressa while he was still married to Remy Ma at the time. Claressa chose to believe his version of events. She appeared convinced that what they had was different, authentic, and meaningful. Now, people believe history may have repeated itself, with Claressa experiencing the same behavior that she once overlooked. Early on, Claressa viewed Remy Ma as a bitter ex-wife who refused to move on. She believed Remy's warnings came from jealousy and resentment rather than truth. To Claressa, Remy's words sounded like an attempt to meddle with her happiness. Looking back, however, some of those warnings are now being reevaluated. Remy had claimed that Papoose did not genuinely love Claressa. She said he was using her for stability, financial support, and housing. According to Remy, Papoose was struggling behind the scenes and depended heavily on Claressa's success and income. At the time, Claressa dismissed those claims, believing they were exaggerated or entirely false. Given the hostility between the two women, that reaction was not surprising. Still, as events began to unravel, many people started questioning whether Claressa ignored warning signs that were clearly present from the very beginning. This drama did not erupt out of nowhere. It had been gradually building for months. Things reached a breaking point when Remy leaked private messages exchanged between Claressa and Papoose. She claimed she discovered those messages on Papoose's phone while he was asleep at Claressa's residence. According to Remy, Papoose had fallen asleep during a call with Claressa and refused to leave her house. When Claressa allegedly heard Remy's voice, she ended the call immediately. Remy accused Claressa and her public relations team of pushing fabricated narratives to make Remy appear bitter, while portraying Papoose as a faithful and innocent man. She demanded that Papoose step forward and publicly tell the truth. Instead, Remy claimed he asked her to stay silent. That request only intensified her frustration and drove her to speak out even more. Remy also made startling allegations about how Papoose spoke about Claressa behind closed doors. She claimed he insulted Claressa's looks and insisted he would never take her seriously. At the same time, Remy said she possessed evidence that contradicted those statements. She warned that if necessary, She was ready to expose everything. Before those messages surfaced, many people had no idea Claressa and Papoose were even involved. Once their relationship became public knowledge, the backlash was instantaneous. Social media exploded with opinions, jokes, criticism, and speculation. Claressa did not take the attacks lightly. She fired back online, questioning how Remy could criticize her when Remy herself was rumored to be involved with other men. That exchange kept the internet buzzing for days. For a while, Papoose remained silent. Many believed he was dodging the situation or allowing the women to battle it out while he stayed in the background. Eventually, though, he spoke, and when he did, his response stunned many people. On Christmas Day, Papoose posted a photo of Remy with her boyfriend, Easy the block captain. He claimed that while he was at home caring for their daughter, Remy was spending time with another man. He accused her of lying, refusing to move forward, and playing the victim. According to him, Remy could not accept that he had emotionally checked out of the marriage. He also revealed that he had offered Remy a divorce. He claimed she refused because he would not lie about a physical altercation between them. He said she asked him to cover things up, but he declined. According to Papoose, he still had messages proving her request, but he no longer cared to protect her image. Then, he dropped another bombshell. Papoose admitted that he had physically attacked Easy, the block captain. He said he shook Easy's hand first, then later discovered that Easy had slept with his wife. Papoose insisted the fight had nothing to do with jealousy. He warned that things were only going to escalate further. Remy was far from finished. She went live again, this time laying out her side in detail. Speaking directly to Claressa, she said Papoose was financially unstable and depended on her for a place to live. Remy accused him of lying about their marriage for years and cheating throughout her prison sentence. She even claimed he had gotten other women pregnant during that time. She explained that prison relationships rarely looked the way people imagined. She said she never fully believed he was faithful. When she came home, she checked his phone immediately, and everything became clear. She described confronting women at family events and slowly realizing how deep the betrayal went. Remy claimed Papoose refused to admit publicly that they had not shared. Remy stated that she and Papoose had not shared a bed since May 2022. According to her, he was fixated on preserving the illusion of a perfect black love story because it was all he had left. She said she protected that image for a long time, choosing silence over humiliation. She also addressed rumors surrounding finances. Remy explained that outsiders had no idea who covered what expenses. She said she purchased their home outright, supported the household, and financially provided for their child. She claimed she allowed Papoose to move in and later watched him change due to career setbacks and gambling habits. Speaking directly to Claressa, Remy said that if she were truly her friend, she would tell her the truth. She reminded Claressa that she was young, successful, without children, and had endless opportunities ahead. She questioned why Claressa would attach herself to a man nearly 20 years older who lacked stability and relied on managing her income. Remy also claimed Papoose did not want to finalize their divorce, did not want to remove his belongings from her house, and was not present for their child despite having begged to have one. She suggested he was promising Claressa a son, even though he already had one. Her live stream was not just emotional, it was deliberate. Remy did not want Papoose to quietly move forward while controlling the narrative. But Papoose refused to let her dominate the story. Minutes after her live ended, he went live himself, visibly furious. He said he put his career on hold while Remy was incarcerated. He explained that he spent his savings supporting her paying bills, moving homes, storing belongings, and visiting her constantly. According to him, his finances were drained and he had to return to work just to survive. Papoose accused Remy of cheating multiple times after her release. He said he tolerated years of infidelity for their child's sake. He insisted there was never an agreement for an open relationship. Therapy failed, he said, because she broke every promise they made. He admitted to attacking Easy the block captain, stating it would have happened anywhere he saw him. He said he paid bills, bought expensive gifts, and supported Remy's lifestyle. He mocked her for discussing money while wearing jewelry he had purchased. Then came another shocking accusation. Papoose claimed Remy secretly relied on him to write her music while publicly criticizing others for using ghostwriters. He said he wrote many of her songs without credit or payment. What began as a private marriage breakdown had turned into a public war. Years of resentment, betrayal, and unresolved pain were now exposed. Both sides were determined to destroy the other's reputation. Even though Remy appeared bitter at times, many now believe she may have been truthful about Claressa. New rumors suggest Papoose may already be involved with another younger woman. The internet quickly turned it into jokes and harsh criticism. The situation stung even more because Claressa had just spoken about her dream of becoming a mother. She said she did not want to wait until the end of her boxing career. She wanted to stay healthy, run with her children, and enjoy life fully. Less than a day later, those dreams were overshadowed by cheating rumors and public humiliation. Instead of planning her future, Claressa found herself trapped in a messy situation that refused to fade away quietly. Public opinion remains divided. Some believe Remy damaged her own image by oversharing. Others feel she had every right to speak after years of silence. Many believe Claressa ignored warning signs and paid the price. One thing is certain: this story is far from over. What started as love has turned into chaos, and all three names are now permanently linked in one of the most explosive relationship sagas in recent celebrity history. Now, the biggest question remains unanswered. Will Claressa walk away and protect her peace, or will she stay and hope things improve? Is this the end, or simply another chapter in a story that refuses to close?